It's a meow meow cat day out here in the quilting studio. Such a cutie pie. Let me tell you about what's going on right here. This is Suzanne Peterson's quilt. It's the first one that she's brought over here to me. It's about 44 inches by 71. And I'll tell you why. One of the reasons it's 44 inches is because fabric is 44 inches wide for the most part. You can get 60 and such on specialty fabrics, but most fabrics at the basic rate are 44. And this is literally a piece of fabric, which is fabulous. Look at those sassy little cats everywhere. They're already bordered with cute little borders going around them. They have some black sashing in between. They have a great little check border all the way around. It's done. It's just done. All you have to do is buy a swash of this, and if you don't want to do anything else, a quilt is finished. This is ready for the cat lover right there. Backing fabric, so adorable, totally matches. Just got a big old swath of that. Now, when Suzanne brought it over, this was literally a big old swath. It was twice as long as it is right now, and it wasn't going to work with the quilt. But when I cut it in half, put the pieces together, sewed it back together, of course, obviously that's what's going to happen so that we can create the quilt backing big enough for the front. So let me show you what I did. I literally just stitched the two sides together. I left myself a nice wide seam because I wanted to leave the selvages on there. That's not a problem as long as you leave the seam wide enough. And then I pressed it open. This is my preferred method. It's going to distribute the bulk to both sides, and it's going to cause these selvages, which are of a different weave, a much tighter weave, to be on both sides right here rather than all folded into one. So to me, this is my preferred method. There are other methods. If you want to look into them, that's fine, but this is what I would recommend given the option. This is just a cotton fabric, so it's not super thick, but if this was something like a fleece, a minky, a flannel, you would definitely want to be pressing it open and distributing that bulk. So that's a service I offer. If your backing is too long and you need it to be cut and put together, that's something that I could offer. All of these cute colors right here, we decided to capitalize on that and chose this fantastic super colorful variegated that I have right here. It's fabulous. It's picking up all the colors that she already has. She has all of these super brilliant bright paws right here. We might as well use all the colors that are already in that fantastic color cone of variegated thread. I have got probably 20 cones of variegated thread. So if that's something you're interested in, come on over and choose one, and we'll find out if it works out nice with your quilt. If your quilt has too much color to it, you won't see the variegated anyway. But in this case, there's enough black to really show it off. The other thing that I wanted to show you is the batting. She brought her own batting, and it's a super thick, really high pile polyester. Going to be so cute on this one. Now, because of that, she's getting some extra depth to these wonderful paw prints, which is what I'm putting on here for the design. It's absolutely perfect with all the little paws she has right here. It is what needs to go on here. It's just scrumptious, just scrumptious. And you can really feel the depth of the batting because it's a nice thick batting right there. Not many people bring me a batting as thick as this, but it is super fun to have it on there. So if that's something you already have, that's fine. I do have 4 styles of batting here, so there's no need to bring your own. When you use the batting I have, it's here, it's easy. I can cut just the amount that's needed. You will literally only be paying for what we end up using rather than having a chunk left over. But if you have something you want to use, feel free to bring it over. Because this was really wide on this side, as I'm going down, I'm cutting it off. I will return this to Suzanne, and she can use it for another project if she likes to. I'm just cutting it off to make it so it's more reasonable for me. Obviously, she's going to cut it off anyway when she gets it home. So those are some tips and tricks that I use here at the quilting studio. If it needs to be quilted, it needs to be quilted right.